What the hell is going on?
People, I am C. White, and this is The Hell Going On, where I give you my raw, uncut opinion on a range of topics from life, culture, sports, and entertainment. Got a lot to get into on this Thanksgiving holiday week. Go talk about sports, go talk about Nico Harrison finally getting his ass fired. Been a long time coming. Go talk about Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, and the state of boxing. Got a few headlines to get into, and then we go get the hell on up out of here. To get this shit started, gotta talk about my Dallas Cowboys. 2-0 since the trade. Playoff chances still slimmer than a store receipt, but let's talk about it anyway. We can still dream. Now the question on the table, what is the best path to the playoffs for the Dallas Cowboys this year? Now right now, we need a lot. We need some help. I think the best path right now is a Philadelphia Eagles explosion, or implosion, I guess is the better term here. We need A.J. Brown to start talking some shit. We need some drama, and we need them to lose 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. However many games left, we need them to lose all them motherfuckers so we can try to slide in. That would be the best path. Now, if that don't happen, Green Bay, we need your ass to get busy. But I gave Jerry a hard time. And the question I gotta ask today, not easy, but was Jerry right? Was Jerry right all along? And I got a few things I want to go through. First one, Brian Schottenheimer. When I first saw this shit, I admit it. I was like, what the fuck are we doing hiring Brian Schottenheimer? I say, Jerry just want another puppet. He's just trying to win his way. But overall, you can question some of the decisions he's made. Ain't been all great. But I'd argue it's been all right. He seemed to be the man for the job. I like his attitude. He's had a lot of bullshit to lead through. You had the whole Michael Parsons shit going on, all the training camp. That was the thing. Hell, Trevon Diggs, he out here bullshitting. He fucking and turned ACLs and all this other shit after Jerry and them gave him all this money. He having to answer all these questions and deal with that bullshit. Then, unfortunately, got the whole Marshawn Kneeling, God rest in peace. But with all that, I think he's done an all right job. You know, I kind of like Shotty. I like his little press conferences. He talk a little shit, got a little country twang. I'm with it. I like Shotty. So Jerry might have been right on Shotty. Hell, running back. Really 2 years now. And we were shitting on Rico Dowdle. He had a good year in Dallas, and look at him in Carolina. Hell, I was talking all kind of shit about the running back room. When they went and signed Javonte Williams, you should have heard me. I say, this Jerry ain't trying to do shit. But Javonte look all right. The running game has been solid. Coming into the season, a lot of people, even the people who love Dallas, the biggest homers out there, would have probably told you, yeah, I don't know about this running game. Shit. But the running game has been solid. It's that defense that can't get shit together. But I don't know. We done got some reinforcements, and maybe shit done changed. And we might have to deep dive Matt Eberflus and the job he's done, given the challenges he's had. Like, I don't know, because I've been talking a lot of shit about him too. But when I sit back and take my emotion out of it, maybe I ain't been all that fair to Eberflus. So maybe that's something we can get into later on. But Dallas run game been all right. Hell, the George Pickens trade. That's a home run. George Pickens is one of the best receivers in the league right now. We need CD to get his shit together so we can have that 1-2 combo. But that was a home run. He went and got George Pickens. I don't remember what we gave up, but shit, it don't even matter. That was a home run. Then he got the Michael Parsons trade. Now, to be fair, I wasn't 100% against this when it happened. I was more pissed off about what you got back in return. I thought maybe you could have did a little bit better. But overall, I was on the wait and see bandwagon. Because when you're talking draft picks and all, you don't really know until you see the other side of it. So, Micah doing good in Green Bay and shit. So far with Quentin Williams, we'll see what these other draft picks turn into. But shit, who knows? Now, you go out here and get Taco Charlton Jr., we gonna be talking shit. And I'm gonna be the ringleader. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But overall, it's a lot of shit we gave Jerry at the beginning of the year. And I'd have to argue, Jerry might have been right. I still don't think we're gonna make the playoffs. But Jerry might have been right on a lot of this shit. Continuing with sports, Shedeur Sanders got his first win as the Browns starting quarterback. Finally got his opportunity. Now, a lot going on with Shedeur. It's the most talked about 5th round quarterback I've ever seen in my goddamn life. But everybody just need to calm the fuck down on Shedeur. You know, we kind of got two camps that then emerged on Shedeur. You got the people who all pissed about him sliding in the first place. Me included, because I didn't think he should have slid like that. And now everybody think it's a conspiracy. Then you got the haters, the people who just want to see him fail. Now, admittedly, again, I don't understand how he slid that far. There's been some strange shit, but I don't know if I just buy into the Browns are trying to sabotage him and all that shit. I don't know. But I will say this. When you see the level of hate coming this boy's way, the conspiracy people are justified. Hell, they got more justification than the haters. The fuck y'all hating for and pissed off? I get he got a little arrogance. Yeah, maybe the draft room was a little much. But since when has arrogance stopped y'all from wanting to draft quarterbacks if they can play? Or anybody else? Shit, he ain't the first arrogant quarterback to come out and ain't gonna be the last. Especially with all this NIL money getting thrown around. They coming in the league millionaires. Hell, you think they finna be out here all humble and shit? Hell, everybody need to calm down. And haters, y'all need to just really go reevaluate what's going on. There's certain people, I won't even say their name, not like I got a platform anyway, but if I did, or just in case this shit ever get turned to, I don't want to say these people's names. There's people out here who just doing shit for clicks. They don't even mean half this shit. But they followers do. And that's where the trouble starts. All right, we got to get into Nico Harrison getting his ass fired and my thoughts on the Mavs conspiracy. Look, the Mavericks fired Nico and finally confirmed what we all knew. That this was the dumbest fucking trade in the history of sports. I don't give a damn how you want to slice it. Like some shit, I know we in this age of overthinking and contrarianism, but shit really ain't that hard. Simple is okay. Boring is okay. Sometimes just running shit back is okay. You don't gotta overthink yourself out some positions. You did all that thinking and now you ain't got no job. Nico Harrison went and fucked the whole goddamn team up and set the team back for years. Fucked up the church's money. This shit is sad, man. This shit is really sad. Like, you can just apply what I call the basic say it out loud test. And that'll tell you all you need to know. Sometimes shit is just as simple as that. You ain't need to go no further. Like, let's think about this shit. Let's trade a young budding superstar that has had us in championship contention multiple years, despite having whatever fitness issues you think he have. And let's trade him for an Asian 30-plus number 2 whose narrative his entire career has been if he can stay healthy. Like, you finna get more healthy as you get older. Like, that shit was so crazy and so fucking dumb. People started to actually try to rationalize, with Kai and AD, and man, shut the fuck up. You know this shit was dumb. That whole shit was dumb. And it was so dumb, in fact, I had to come up with a couple of conspiracy theories. Now, my conspiracy is one, Nico had just came in, Cuban was out. Maybe Nico just needed to, God damn it, I'm putting my stamp on the team. I'm letting y'all know I'm running shit now. And I'm smarter than everybody. I'm finna go do some shit. And he went and did some shit and his ass is unemployed because of it. But maybe he just needed to put his stamp on the team. Maybe him and Cuban was going at it for a few years and he just needed to do his shit to be like, yeah, let me show y'all I'm the man. Let me show you what I'm finna do. Watch this shit. I'm finna shake up the world with this dumbass shit, man. People overthink shit. Stop overthinking, man. That's how you get your ass fired and fucked up, overthinking. Sometimes just go with the simple play. That's all right. But that's my first thing. My second conspiracy theory is that Nico is the fall man and this owner is trying to get Dallas moved to Las Vegas. Now, I've heard this rumor before, so again, I'm not telling nobody no new shit. But I'm just telling you what the fuck I believe and giving you my raw, uncut opinion on it. One of the two. Nobody could have really looked at that shit and like just in a vacuum thought that was a good decision. There had to be some outside forces. Either Nico wanted to prove I'm the man now and let me shake up the basketball world and get my black ass fired, or the Mavs is trying to pull some bullshit to get their ass moved to Las Vegas. I don't know. There ain't nobody told me shit. I ain't nobody to tell. But that's just what the fuck I think about it. This past week, we saw the first face-off of Jake Paul and, what the fuck is his name? Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. They go have a fight on Netflix, going 8 rounds, and the size difference was noticeable. Now, if this is all legit, I gotta give much respect to Jake Paul for taking this fight, because he looking at that nigga chest. I thought a lot of his fights was some bullshit, but I'm gonna order this one because I want to see what the fuck gonna happen. If this is legit, then he must be betting on Anthony Joshua having a glass chin, which has been suspect in the past. And he must be thinking he can catch Joshua, because other than that, I don't know. I remember when he fought Tyson Fury brother, and that wasn't great. But again, he been training. He do his shit. And see, Jake Paul is one of them people, it's a mixed bag with him. It ain't all good, it ain't all bad, in my opinion. Like, when he first came out and he was talking about, oh, I'm serious in boxing, but you fighting all these retired fighters and UFC people, I was just like everybody else. I was like, man, this nigga here just trying to get a bag. But at the same time, I respected the hustle. I was like, if this nigga can go out here as a basically amateur boxer and go straight to pay-per-view without none of the other bullshit and get a bag, who the fuck am I to complain? Hell, if the state of boxing is in right now, hell, he might as well. It ain't like boxing is just doing a whole bunch of great shit anyway. Boxing got more problems than the AP geometry book. Hell, one of my favorite sports is on life support right now. And there's a lot of blame to go around. It's a whole lot of blame to go around. So I had to break this shit down as best I can. So let's go through this shit. The first thing that's killing the sport, the number one thing, is boxing has basically said, fuck the fans. We don't give a damn what fights y'all want to see. We gonna show you what the fuck we want to show you when we want to show you. Can you imagine some shit like that? And they want a consumer? Can you imagine buying Netflix or any of these streaming sites, which there are too many of, and you click on there and they like, no, you can't watch this shit today. Only thing we want you to watch is C-SPAN. You in here watching, and we want you to watch in the heat of the night, like you back with your grandma during summer vacation or some shit. Could you imagine that shit and then paying for it? Like, man, you'd probably give them your entire ass to kiss. And that's what's basically happening with boxing. There's a lot of people who love boxing, been around the sport for a long time. So when they set up like the fucking P.T. Barnum and Bailey Circus and come to town for a couple weeks, yeah, a few people will come buy some cotton candy and look, But that boxing used to be greater than that, and I have greater aspirations for boxing than that. But you can't get none of the fights you want to see, ever. It take them 5-6 years, literally, to give you a fight you really want to see. How long have people been talking about Haney and Shedeur Stevenson? Hell, we probably gonna never see that fight. Like, there's other fights out there that ain't been made that ain't nobody ever go see. So it's like people moving on. You got UFC out here. UFC, hell, if somebody's just, you got a champion or whatever. If somebody started mowing through motherfuckers, Dana White finna make them fight. Or your ass finna retire. Like John Jones. Either you finna fight Aspinall or you gonna have to give up the belt and retire, bro. But that's what make UFC good. They fight in the UFC. They don't give a damn about no undefeated. But that's one of the problems in boxing. They just don't give the fans what they want. That's the number one problem. No business can survive by not giving their consumers what they want. So that's the number one problem in boxing. Second problem with boxing, confusion. Hell, boxing got more belts than a goddamn karate class. Hell, can't nobody follow this shit. UFC, they got 8 men's weight classes, 4 women, and they got a belt in each weight class. Easy to follow. Boxing got 17 motherfucking weight classes, 62 belts in each one of them. I don't know who the goddamn champion is. Shit, then don't nobody want to fight each other because everybody's scared to lose. Like, can't nobody keep up with this shit. It's too fucking confusing. Hell, get rid of some of these fucking belts and let's maybe shrink some of these goddamn weight classes. Hell, the third problem with boxing, storytelling. Nowadays, it is impossible to follow the career of a boxer. Ain't nobody telling their story. We don't get to see the comeuppance. None of that shit. Every other sport, every other major sport that has some level of success, you can see the comeuppance. Basketball, you can see a high school player get on and go to college and then go to the, pro. Like, you can watch his whole trajectory. You can become a fan of them in college. People who like LeBron started liking him at St. Vincent, St. Mary. Like, boxing ain't got that no more. You used to. Boxing fucked up. You ain't got no more storytelling no more. UFC, they got 2-3 reality shows. They got a fight night every other week. Good solid shows on ESPN. Then they got their pay-per-view programming. Hell, at one point, boxing had some shit like that. Boxing, hell, what we used to have? You used to have Showbox, HBO, Boxing After Dark or whatever, where you saw them up-and-coming boxers. You saw them go from that shit to Showtime Championship Boxing, World Championship Boxing, to undercards, to being the main event, they goddamn self. Ain't nobody telling the story of boxing no more. So when fucking Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis and all this kind of current group retire, what's left? My last hope for boxing right now is that Dana White takes the shit over. That would be the best outcome because it's fucked up. The number 4 problem with boxing is access. Hell, again, they done got rid of all the shows. They got rid of PBC. Now all we got is the Zone. These bastards want $30 for this sportatorium level boxing with the opportunity to pay $80 every couple years whenever there's a worthwhile fight that they have on the Zone. Who's doing? I'm not doing that shit. I'll just wait till it's on YouTube. Fuck that. Then 5. I mentioned this before. Really back to my first point. These fake undefeated records. Everybody want to be undefeated. And I understand that, but it don't fucking matter if you ain't fighting nobody. Hell, you supposed to be undefeated when you out here bullshitting. Fight somebody. That's the problem. Now, in their defense, I don't know if there is any financial penalty just directly for losing. I didn't think there was, but if that's going on, if people's bag is being impacted when they went from 0 losses, fighting nobody, to having 1 loss, fighting some people, then boxing needs to go fix that. Somebody got to fix that. If people losing money for losing a fight, that's a problem. But now, if that ain't going on and people just want to have this, oh, I'm undefeated, just to be able to throw it around like a fucking Wikipedia fact, then y'all gotta come on up off the bullshit, man. Start fighting each other. Back to my first point. Give the fucking people what they want. You can't survive otherwise. Everybody who tries it, lose. That's my rant on boxing. Now, we got a couple headlines we got to get into, non-sports related, but worth my time anyway. Notice this past week, the House of Representatives, if I can talk, they voted 427-1 to release these Epstein files, and somebody probably needs to go check the internet history of the one. So I don't understand that shit. You know, it's not a political show, and I'm not finna get into politics, because I don't really think this is or should be a political thing, but I recognize the climate that we are in. I feel like this whole Epstein shit is a disease of politics that's infected our entire country, where people have started to base their whole self-identity in who they are based on who the fuck they vote for. Like they know them people. Lean however you want to lean on whatever issues, but that should not shape your entire personality. That's fucking weirdo ass behavior to me. And that's part of the problem we got going on right now. Because if you remove all the politics and you just go watch the documentary and you believe it might be true, there is no way in hell that you go conclude, ain't nothing to see here. You go say release all that shit. Give a fuck. But when the politics get involved, people start worrying about, oh, is my party in it? Is they party in it? Here you got political folks telling you to don't trust none of the institutions and all trust is lost. And people start to believe that only certain people are the source of truth. Fuck what you've seen, fuck what you heard. Just listen to people and they'll tell you the truth. And whatever they say is 100% the truth. When you get that going on, you get this Epstein shit. And this nigga had a haven for pedophiles, with training included. And people out here talking about which politicians might or might not been involved. If they lean left, if they lean right. All I know is somebody been leaning in some of this adolescent ass. And we need to know who the fuck they are so they can be held to account. Fuck the politics of it. Shit. But that's the problem. Too much left, right, and we just got to get back to right and wrong. Now, in other news, Campbell Soup, who markets itself as being good, just got people saying after a rogue employee recorded and leaked comments from the internal meeting where the executives was caught saying all kinds of foul ass shit. All kind of shit got said, but some of the main shit he was saying is, hey, this is some slop that we make for poor people. This bioengineered meat, I don't eat that shit. I don't want no goddamn meat off a 3D printer. And I've been looking at some of the follow-ups and I heard that they put the executives on leave. I heard that they taking it serious. I heard they looking into it, but ain't nobody showed me a pot of soup yet. Where's the motherfucking soup? Because I'm trying to make sure what the fuck he was talking about has been vetted out. Hell, I need somebody to come refute that shit. Hell, and sign that shit in blood and put your whole income on the line. Hell, because I got 2 kilos worth of motherfucking dressing sitting in the refrigerator full of motherfucking Campbell's products. And y'all talking about y'all done got the shit off a printer. Somebody got to let me know something. Because look, I don't support executive violence. I know it's been shit in the news and I'm not here to make light. But if I find out they've been fucking playing games with this suit, it's going to be some smoke in Camden, New Jersey. That's all I'm saying. That's where Campbell's is headquartered. And it's going to be some smoke in motherfucking Camden. That's all I'm letting you know. So somebody need to go let me know something. If not, hey, I'll see you in motherfucking Camden.